Few things in the world are dearer to actors than awards, and no shade to them, awards are pretty amazing, but every once in a while we see an actor or two who's willing to put something else on a higher pedestal than an Emmy. Christina Ricci's one such actress, folks. Even though the Casper star unfortunately lost on the night of the Emmys, her kid's surprise more than made up for it. Let's begin. First off, what was Ricci's night at the Emmys like? Christina Ricci has an illustrious career in TV and film alike, with cult classics like The Addams Family and Casper under her belt. She's a force to be reckoned with, but competition in Hollywood gets the better of even the greatest. And that's what we witnessed on the 13th of September at the Emmys. The 42-year-old actress was nominated in the category Best Supporting Actress for her role as Misty Quigley in Showtime's Yellowjackets. The much-acclaimed psychological thriller was nominated in two other categories the same night, Lead Actress and Outstanding Drama Series. Unfortunately, the show didn't manage to win any of the nominated categories, including Ricci's. Julia Garner won the category instead, bagging her third Emmy Award of the night for acting as Ruth Langmore in Ozark. Of course, Ricci didn't let the loss damper her good mood and embraced it fully while posing with her fingers spelling an L on her forehead, along with other, quote, losers of the night, including Rachel Bronston, Patricia Arquette, and John Turturro. They sure seem like a fun crowd. These losses for Yellowjackets aren't going to remain a fixture for the show. No, people Christina has assured us of better things to come for the thriller. In this conversation with The Hollywood Reporter, she said that the upcoming season 2 was going to be much better than season 1, and that she was really excited for all the awards it's going to win. With production having begun earlier this month, you can expect to see the season by 2023. Let's talk about what was waiting for Mrs. Ricci when she came home. Yes, the time has come, the grand reveal. What did Christina find out at home after the Emmys that led her to declare it as better than an Emmy? Well, for that, we need to remind you that the actress is a mom to two mega cute kids, her 9-month-old daughter Cleo, whom she shares with husband Mark Hampton, and 8-year-old son Freddie with ex-James Herdigan. Basically, these two adorable kids had a surprise planned out for their mom when she returned home. In the hallway of their house, the kids hung up a banner with a balloon string saying, "Congrats on Best Mom," in rainbow crayon colors. Aw, how sweet. They made the pennant banner themselves and stood beneath it to greet their mom as she came in. Kids, we tell ya, they can be an absolute ball of fluff sometimes. Of course, the star was overwhelmed with emotion, as would any mother receiving such a heartfelt message from her kids. She shared a photo of the surprise on her Instagram, captioning it, "Came home to this," with heart and crying face emojis. In the photo, her son Freddie was holding up her daughter Cleo, and safe to say, we're still not over the cuteness Maximus. That wasn't all the family love Ricci got at that night. Her husband, who also happens to be her hairstylist, posted a photo of his wife getting her hair ready for the night. The caption was a brief but romantic message, "Every day's a dream with you. Just so much fun last night." Well, even if Christina didn't win an award for her performance in Yellowjackets, it's pretty clear to us that she's won the hearts of everyone around her. Moving on, how did Christina feel about her loss? If her earlier words are anything to go by, she's completely fine. More than fine, even. Don't get what we're talking about? Let us explain. In an interview earlier this summer, Christina shared that she's not very comfortable with attention, and seeing as getting an award literally attracts attention like moths to a flame, she admitted that she was totally fine to not win an Emmy. Continuing on, she expressed her loathing of speaking in public, saying that she'd much rather choose the option of losing than having to go up on stage and give a thoughtful speech. As if that wasn't enough, the actress even confessed that she had times in the past where she'd been in the audience as her nominated categories being called out, and in her mind she's going, "Not me, please not me. We don't know about you, but this is maybe the most relatable thing that an A-list celebrity has ever said." After all, who isn't scared of public speaking and drawing too much attention? Ricci's husband seems to be the motivating force in her life though, as she explained that he advises her, quote, "My husband was like, but that's terrible. That means you're always gonna get in your own way of succeeding if you're like, you know what, it's okay cause success means I'll have to, like, do something I'm uncomfortable with. So no, I'll just stay here at the table. So I don't know," she said. Damn, maybe playing Wednesday Addams has influenced her personality, because this is definitely something the little girl would have done. On to other related news. Firstly, 2003's Monster was supposed to be a hot lesbian movie with Christina Ricci. As unbelievable as it sounds now, back in 2003, this is more or less the plan Monster backers had for the movie. This film got Charlize Theron her first ever Academy Award win for her portrayal of sex worker turned serial killer Aileen Wuornos. But recently, Theron told Harper's Bazaar that the original plot didn't revolve around any serial killings at all. Instead, the financiers of the movie wanted it to be a sexy lesbian flick with Christina Ricci as her lover. Ricci, of course, ended up playing the character of Selby Wall, Eileen's semi-fictionalized lover. One of the reasons Monster became what it did is because Theron refused to look effable for the role. Elaborating on this, the 47-year-old actress said that back in the day, actresses had no say whether they were going to be wearing for a role, and that directors would often make them do skimpy fittings one after the other. This is one of the reasons why Charlize found her own production company, Denver and Delilah. Quote, "There's a natural fight in me that wants to create environments that feel like the things that wish I had 30 years ago when I started," she said. The director of Monster, Patty Jenkins, also expressed her opinion, saying that she had a pet peeve for women who play damaged characters but don't actually look damaged. With Theron's torn, disheveled look as Eileen, both her and Jenkins' wishes came to life, and Oscar too, for that matter. Secondly, the 74th Primetime Emmy Awards snubbed many TV shows this time around. Another award show? Another controversy about unfairness. At this point, all the academies should have a roundtable conference and discuss what exactly they're going wrong with their awards. Why does the public cause a huge uproar every time their specific favorite doesn't win, and why are award shows like the Emmy slowly losing their influence and prestige in showbiz? When the 74th Emmys rolled around, many people were quick to point out major snubs in some categories. Better Call Saul is probably the name you've heard of the most as being snubbed. We have to agree, with 6 critically acclaimed seasons and its main actor, Bob Odenkirk, receiving 5 outstanding lead actor nominations, it does seem pretty unfair for the show to remain unawarded. Other such shows like Mike Schur's sitcom The Good Place with 13 nominations, and Parks and Rec with 14 over their run. Star Trek, the original series, failed to gain its award despite several nominations, and so did Netflix's animated BoJack Horseman. We're sure all those names are winners in your heart, but a little recognition by the Academy wouldn't have hurt either. Last but not least, Christina Ricci is selling her Brooklyn house for $2.4 million. The actress-to-landlord pipeline is real, folks, and Christina Ricci is its frontrunner. Not that her acting career is over in any capacity, though. The 42-year-old actress is now spending most of her time in Los Angeles, and so she's selling her 2-family townhouse in Brooklyn for a pretty reasonable $2.4 million. Considering we are talking about the New York rent rates over here, that's a pretty great deal. The house has 2 units, a small garden-level unit that went on sale back in 2019 for $27K, and a large upper-level unit that was available for $47K in 2020. The actress has done some renovating, which is why her selling price has been bumped up from $1.9 million she originally bought the house for. And the worldwide inflation, of course, can't forget that now, can we? We're sure Ricci can find a potential buyer soon. There's nothing quite so influential as star power when it comes to sales. That's all the news we had about Christina Ricci's Better Than Emmy surprise for you today. Do you think Ricci was snubbed in her category, or do you believe Julia Gardner was justified in winning? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like it. Thank you so much for watching it. We'll see you in the next one.